Hi, my name is Monica Beckstrom, and this video is about how rain is formed. Before we begin our activity, I want you to think about how does rain get into the clouds, and what happens to the water after it rains? Water can be a solid, liquid, or gas in the form of ice, snow, water, rain, or water vapor. This activity will simulate the water cycle in a bag. You will work in groups that your teacher has assigned. Let's begin. Step 1, gather your materials. You will need tape, water, and food coloring or juice, a clear plastic container, and a Ziploc bag, plus a journal and pencil to answer some questions. Step 2, write your name and date on the Ziploc bag. Step 3, mark the halfway point on your container and fill it with liquid. Step 4, carefully place the container in the bag and seal the Ziploc bag. Step 5, tape the bag in a window that gets plenty of sun. Be careful, you don't want your liquid to spill. Step 6, wait 24 hours. Now it's time to journal. I want you to write down your hypothesis. And this is, what do you think will happen to the water? Do you think it will go below the halfway mark? Do you think you will end up with more water? Draw a picture of your bag and label it Day 1. Part 2. After waiting 24 hours, it's time to check our bags. Like with any experiment, there can be issues that arise. On the day I did my experiment, there were quite a few clouds in the sky, but I still was able to see some condensation in the bag. My water in the container did dip slightly below the halfway point. This showed that there was evaporation occurring because of the sun, even though it was cloudy, and then condensation was left behind as a result. Now, there's some questions I want you to think about. What happened to your bag? Were the results different than mine or different from your classmates? Do you think the results would have been different on a hot summer day versus a cloudy December day? I want you to measure the amount of liquid and see if your hypothesis was correct. Did you have any difficulties with this activity? Like I had difficulties because of the weather. Did you have any? And lastly, are there any modifications for the activity? Meaning, is there anything that you would change about this activity? Now, I want you to draw a picture of your bag and what it looks like and label that Day 2. Now that you've answered these questions, I want to talk about the water cycle, now that we have a better understanding of it. When water evaporates, it turns the water liquid into a gas, which is water vapor. This process takes place by the sun heating the water temperature and allowing the water to change from a liquid to a gas. Now, condensation is the conversion of gas to liquid, and we saw that in our experiment when the collection of water droplets were on that cold window surface and humid air came in contact with it. So we were able to see that collection of water. And precipitation is rain, snow, sleet, anything that builds up in the clouds and then is released down. And that can collect into lakes, rivers, oceans, or sink into our groundwater. But the most simple version of the water cycle is the process of evaporation, condensation, precipitation. Thank you for watching this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed this activity and learned something new today.